Welcome back again to Gran Turismo Sport. You join me at the Real Deal Race C Sardegna Street Course A, I think it is. We're riding around in the Ford GT LM2 test car, and it's gonna be pretty cool. It's a nice little race that we got going. I've done a lot of practice, and hopefully it's going to pay off here. So we go out for a little warm-up, see what everyone else is driving. There's actually a pretty wide range of cars out today. Everything from whatever was on top of the leaderboard, I think it was the McLaren F1. To things like that weird little GT3 Golf car, I think. It's a nice little grid. Coming out for practice, I decided to try out this little corner. Everything feels pretty normal. And if you had noticed in the bottom left, I'm going to be running mediums in the start of the race. Unlike what I had mentioned, trying to start on practice, in practice on softs. I felt maybe I'll do, since I'm near the top 10, if I can keep the softs for the last part of the race, it might give me a little bit of an advantage versus the beginning. Since there's already going to be tons of chaos in the beginning, I'm probably going to end up getting a lot of places for free. So here we go, starting the race on the mediums. Get our brake bias set all the way forward so that we don't wear out the rear tires, and don't really need to do anything with fuel. All of our cars are going to make it across the line easily without managing fuel. And here we go. Immediately I'm gaining on the car ahead. I think it is a Peugeot, and we're gonna see if maybe I'll go for a dive bomb. Oh wait, that's a WRX. I feel like that was almost the opposite. That was not really a dive bomb, but we went in deep. It was a very awkward corner. A little bit of braking early on, let off the throttle, and then braking late into the corner. We don't do too terribly here. Hooking up that third corner pretty nicely, and we already have a casualty. Someone has hit something and gone spinning. The car ahead has hit the wall and bounced off, and I'm trying to see if I can capitalize somewhere. I'm not really sure what happened there. After rewatching it, it looks kind of like he was giving me the space. So I backed off, and the car, I don't know, like bounced into the wall. Either way, I ended up passing him after that because he ghosted. Not too much happens, so we end up skipping a little bit further ahead. After some nice lappage, another car goes off the track, ghosting right through him. Another easy position up into 9th from 12th. Would you look at that? Like to see it. 4 position gained. So now we're chasing down the 8th car, and we're going into that troublesome corner that I had crashed out quite a lot in practice, trying to make some overtakes. Make it through pretty cleanly, and look ahead to try and pick out where the cars are going to be, where I want to place myself when we get into the braking zone. Here, I was thinking maybe going kind of deep, maybe going shallow. I don't know. Hit a happy medium, and look at that. A position is up for grabs. The 8th car has changed to this guy. Oh, while we slow down to see if we could take the position from that other car, we got passed by a McLaren F1, and then our distraction only tumbled into greater distraction, causing me to hit the barrier and be passed by even more cars, leading us back into 12th place again. Not a great thing to see, losing 4 positions in just a couple corners, but we're still in it, and we skip forward once again. I think this is another lap forward. Not too much has happened. Just trying to get into the zone and crank out laps. As you can see though, we passed some cars in the pit lane, and GG, you know. Skipping forward again, 2 more laps. A car has crashed ahead of me, and my consistency is paying off. I am not very fast yet, but maybe I have ironed out some of my more chaotic and crashing ways. I don't know, only time will tell. But we're not going to sit around and wait for that. We're going to skip forward again. And would you look at that? We're coming up on the 5th lap, and we're barreling into the pit lane. We're going right onto those softs for our 4 lap. Is it 4 laps? I guess it's a 5. It's like a 4.5 lap soft stint. And look at that crispy little animation we got there. Very nice. Coming out of the pit lane, we come out in 12th, our starting position. But you gotta remember, some other cars may not have pitted yet, so we gotta keep pushing. And hopefully we can do an undercut and get those guys who are aiming to pit in lap 7 or 8. It's looking good so far, as we're already starting to catch the car ahead, 11th. Coming through this corner, we didn't take it too badly. We had a little bit of sliding, but the softs are giving us a nice amount of grip, nice amount of confidence, and we're starting to look to overtake 12th position. Looks like a Beetle ahead of us. And trying to outbrake him, we go in very deep. Keep it on the track, but the Beetle pushes through. I'd say we were entitled to that corner, but the race moves on. And we can definitely go for a second shot at the position. Here, coming in to the last big braking zone before the end of the lap, we close up behind the Beetle, and it's almost certain that we'd probably take them on the straight. Coming up to the big straight here, the last little corner, the Beetle doesn't take it well, but it jukes into the pit lane, and it's going in for its next set of tires, and we are up into 10th place, which is not too bad. 2 places up from where we started. Sadly though, we don't really see too much action for a lap or so. Skipping 2 laps ahead, I make a little mistake there, cutting that corner, and guess what? The game has seen it, and it slaps me. Slaps me hard. With that, what is that? A 5-second penalty? 0.5 seconds? Could barely read it from here. Either way, not really gonna make a difference. The guy behind is 21 seconds back, and coming to the last lap, we actually take that corner correctly, and we're about to serve the penalty. Look at that, just cruise it into the finish line, and whoa, what is this? Up into 8th? Well, that's wild. Turns out 2 guys ahead of us had not pitted for new tires. It's a pretty common mistake, actually. Maybe for noobs like me, at least. Because sometimes you go into the pit and you just pick the same tire. You're supposed to have mediums and softs for this race. Oh, look at that. A couple other people. But we do stay in 8th place, which is not too bad. That's 4 positions gained. And a pretty clean race. We didn't really have too much contact with anyone, except for that guy we went in deep with. But, I mean, that's pretty close to like just a regular kind of racing incident, I'd say. We both were on the track. He kind of like came back. I don't know. It's fine. It's a good race. 8th position. We take that. And hope you enjoyed this video. See you next time.